everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Soul33. If you're watching me for the very first time, I do content on travel, beauty and lifestyle. If that's something interests you, hit the subscribe button right now. So today's vlog is all about my B1 in Germany. So as I have finished A1 and A2 back in India itself, but still I did my A2 in the same university and continued further with B1. So let me share a quick story about my B1 back in 2019. So when I started B1 in 2019, I was so shy and underconfident about my language skills because I do not have set of friends with whom I could communicate in German and who can just correct me if I mispronounce a word. And all this could not happen because I did not have any German friends to talk. And so I was also pretty much not interested in learning this language because of several reasons. But now looking at myself in 2025, I gave my whole heart to learn this B1, to finish this B1, because this is just going to be one last chance in this university, because after stepping out of the university, I have to pay a lot of amount if I have to get a certificate. So, going back to 2019. In 2019, I have attended, to be really honest, I did not remember any of the questions, nor the question paper pattern or anything. Hope it helps and hope I remember it now, as I have my exam now in few hours. To be precise, in just 1.5 hours, I have my B1 exam today. So I felt like shooting this, also sharing my kind of a story in learning a language in Germany. I have never gave so much importance to learn this language before, but now after attending so many classes in this B1 at the university and also trying to talk to people while I was working, because my work is all about to communicate in German. I could not communicate English because I should be precise in what I'm talking in German. So that's where all the interest kick-started in. So let me also give you a little story about how I started this B1. Many of you have kept asking me how do I still have my student status at Technical University of Chemnitz, because my master thesis defense presentation was done in April, so I have to register for the summer semester as it was in April. So that's how I just got lucky to have the student status till October. But I felt like not misusing this student status and try to learn something from the university. So I enrolled to this B1 class at the university, and on the very first day of my B1 class, I was humiliated, not by someone who's sitting next to me, not by the co-students or anyone, but by the teacher itself, because I have enrolled to this and was in a waiting list for a long time and I did not get any confirmation email from the teacher to attend this B1. And I have mailed several times to her knowing about my confirmation and if I could be allowed to attend this class. And she did not, she sent me one warning email that if you are not going to be in this class today, you will be way out of this class. So then I took a good decision to go attend and to meet her in person, so that all of the email things would just solve it in one meet. And I finally went to the class having so much guts. And I went to the class, and the first day itself, she introduced me to the whole class in this way. Okay, look at this girl. Oh my God, she came out of 100 emails all of a sudden. She is Bhavana. Okay, Bhavana, I wanted to tell you something. Can you please stop emailing and just show your effort and interest in learning this exam directly coming to the class, so that I'd feel happy that, okay, if someone is interested, I have to take them right away, even if they're in waiting list. So that's how you actually do. You need not to mail so many times. That was the first ever interaction with me. I was so humiliated that day, but I could not give up on learning this language. I sat, I was kind of a mood off for the whole day. First day itself, but then I took up some courage and I went to the class again. And since that day, I have only missed 2 classes. That too, I have my nose surgery done in Berlin, so I have to miss it. And apart from these 2 classes, I have never missed a single class, nor was late to any of the classes, because I was 9 minutes earlier to the class. I made sure that I was the first one that she could spot me for every class. I was there, I did all my homeworks. I used to go for work for 8 or 7 hours in a day, and then used to come back, finished all of my homeworks, and then submitted her. I rocked it. I have to appreciate myself that I did so much in learning this exam. And now having my B1 exam in just an hour, I'm appreciating the effort I put in, no matter what result I'll be getting. But still, I just felt like sharing this whole story. At least if I never had a thought of giving up on something which I love, I just watch this video over and over again to back up myself. And that's it. Now I'll just go write an exam and rock it, and I'll come back and I'll give you a little review about how it went like. So I'll see you again. Bottu mandatory bro. Exam ante dannam pettukomani ma amma cheppindi. So I don't know that's how it happened. So oka chinna innings break తీసుకోండి. నేను మళ్ళీ వచ్చి మీకు రివ్యూ ఇస్తాను. ఓకే, బాయ్. And I also forgot to share something. As I mentioned in this video, that I was shy before, like in 2019, and I am not shy anymore. Even though I mispronounce any of the German words, even though I'm not grammatically correct in what I'm speaking, I don't give a fuck, because I just feel like talking. And there are quite a set of friends that who could just correct me if I'm mispronouncing, or if it is not, if it doesn't make any sense. But few of the people, they don't correct it. If they get what I mean, they just reply it. I appreciate both of these set of friends, but now what's important is that I am interested in learning. That's it. Dot. So I'll see you again. I just realized today would be the last day as a student in Technical University of Chemnitz, and I instantly started missing being a student. And this is where the exam gonna happen in an hour. I don't know. I feel happy that I'm not student anymore, and I also feel so sad that I'll be missing being a student. I don't know if I could explain the same exact feeling what I am feeling, but anyway, I'll see you again. Evvaru leru. I know I'm so early. This is my room. So I'm back again after writing my B1 exam today. It was okay-ish. The 90 minutes are pretty fine, but when I wrote my mock exam very recently, the 90 minutes were not sufficient for me to finish all of the tasks that were given. But today, I think I have managed it pretty well, and because I'm also left with 10 minutes of spare time to cross-check the answers from start to an end. So now let me show you a little glimpse about question paper pattern. Okay, wait a minute. So here is my mock exam paper. So it is exactly the same way. So the exam starts with Hörverstehen first. So it has three Aufgabe 1, Aufgabe 2 and Aufgabe 3. So the first one is something goes like this. I mean, richtig or false. You have to give your answer. So there will be a spare time for you to read the question paper first. I mean, only this Aufgabe 1. So you will give you'll get a minute of time to just underline what's more important in this. And yeah, I mean, after as the audio will be played twice, you need not to worry, or you need not to get afraid of like losing an answers or something. You will get enough time for this task, so don't worry and don't get stressed. Focus on the most important words that they are gonna use in the audio file and mark your answers accordingly. So this is going to be about 25 points. And next, and so the next one is Aufgabe 2. So this is all about, I mean, you have to mention a single word answer. So something like where, who, what, why. So something like this. So you have to focus only on such things. So as you can see in this, wem, welchen, warum. So something like this, you have to focus on that particular thing, and you only need to write one word answer for this. Please do not exceed the answer. That's Aufgabe 2. And continuation to Aufgabe 2, there is Aufgabe 3. So it goes something like this. I mean, there are few sentences that were given in the question paper, but you have to change only one single word. I mean, you have to correct the sentence. Like for example, in this paper, it was mentioned something like Florian möchte an der Uni Biologie studieren. So the correct answer is Chemie. So there is only one thing that you have to change in the sentence. I mean, when you just concentrate on this audio file, you will get it. And it again, please don't get stressed. Okay, so that's all about Hörverstehen. Now let's move ahead with reading. You will be given such a big passage at first. So like it has a Abschnitt, like different paragraphs, A, B, C, D, and so on. So in this mock exam, I have 4 Abschnitt, that's like paragraph. In these 4 paragraphs, you will be asked certain questions. Let me show you that. You have to read all of the paragraphs, like let's say 4 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs that were given in the question paper. And then you have to write your answers. So there are some questions asked here. So you make sure you focus on that one particular word to search in the reading paragraph. And once you focus on that one, it would be pretty easy for you to identify which paragraph that belongs to. And then you have to write the paragraph alphabet here. And here's the catch. So they have also mentioned that 2 sentences out of 7 doesn't exist in the paragraph that they were given. So you have to just give a cross like this. So that's it. That's all about Aufgabe 1 in reading. So one tip that I could give for this Aufgabe 2 reading text is that just focus on all of the reading, I mean the questions at first, and identify the synonyms and make sure you find something relevant to that synonym in the word charts given above. So make sure you fit that word charts, and after filling all of the fill in the blanks, please do not forget to read all of the questions once more with the answers. So if something doesn't make sense, please do change the answer. So that's how you can just catch some more time for writing part. and that's what I also prefer to do. So after writing the answers, I mean, please do not write them in the fill in the blanks, as this was mock exam, it was pretty fine, but then in the main exam you have to write them below in the boxes given. Okay. Next, the next topic in the B1 exam is that TELC, that is a Sprache in context. It goes something like this. I mean, it's all about grammar part. So they give you such fill in the blanks and given 3 options. Which one fits the best, you have to just tick it up. And one thing in German education system or whatever, that you should not just give a tick mark, you have to cross it actually. It'll also be mentioned in the question paper. Please do not be afraid of that, and that's the most important thing. So that's how it goes. That's TELC. And in reading there is also another exercise, another Aufgabe, that is Wortschatz and Grammatik. So you will be given such paragraph, something like this. So you have to identify the mistake in each line and write it in the box given. So if you can just write it here, identifying that mistake, it's pretty easy. I have messed it up in my mock exam, but it is actually pretty easy. It'll be like something like spell mistake or full stop or comma or participes wise, something like this. So it's pretty easy. You can just focus on this. And moving ahead is the main writing part, where you have to focus on 3 things. Focus on the Grund, the reason, and focus on your opinion, like advantages and disadvantages, and conclude it with the conclusion. So make sure you write at least 4 to 5 paragraphs in total, and you'll be done. So it's all about 150 words. So make sure you reach to that point, and that's it. I hope this helps. So I'll get back to you again once I get my result. So I'll see you again. So that's all about my language experience in Germany. I hope it helps. Like anyone who's looking to move ahead with their language journey, like B1, B2 or anything, or if someone's preparing for their B1 or B2 examinations, I hope this video give you a little tips and tricks on how to prepare for your examination. And that's all I have got in this video. So if you like this video, do give up a big thumbs up, and do share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Solipsol33. So I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye.